Hi, it's me, Hugo, with my colleague Tia. Tia and I work together on improving road safety, and we've got some exciting things to share with you about how Intelligent Transportation Systems, or ITS, are used to improve road safety nationwide by promoting efficient post-crash care.
The Safe System approach aims to enhance post-crash care and the survivability of crashes in three ways. First, by reducing first responder response time. Second, by creating safe working environments for vital first responders. And third, by preventing secondary crashes through traffic incident management practices. In this video, we'll show you how different ITS applications can be used to achieve these goals and enhance post-crash care. Did you know that according to the Federal Highway Administration, emergency medical services are dispatched to nearly 1.5 million roadway crashes per year? Getting quick, proper medical assistance after a crash can mean the difference between life and death. One way to get responders to crash sites quicker is through emergency vehicle preemption. Emergency vehicle preemption interrupts normal traffic signal timing to provide a green light to approaching emergency vehicles so that they can pass through intersections to get to emergencies safely and efficiently. Providing a red light to other drivers that may cross the path of an emergency vehicle, rather than relying on them to yield the right of way, lowers the need for an emergency vehicle to slow down when approaching an intersection and reduces the risk of additional collisions. Emergency vehicle preemption systems work using technologies such as infrared and GPS transmitter that enable communication between emergency vehicles and traffic signals within the emergency vehicle's line of sight. Emerging solutions are leveraging vehicle-to-everything or V2X connectivity to enable emergency vehicle preemption. This allows emergency vehicles to communicate with multiple traffic signals in the emergency vehicle's path beyond the vehicle's line of sight, either turning the light green or keeping it green along the way. Drivers of emergency vehicles can receive confirmation that their green light request has been granted. With V2X connectivity, alerts can also be broadcast to other drivers and pedestrians in the vicinity of the emergency vehicle to notify them of the approaching emergency vehicle.
The Pennsylvania Department of Transportation installed emergency vehicle preemption systems at 148 intersections along 15 highways. After evaluation of these systems, they found that emergency response times were reduced between 14 and 23%.
That's great! As you know, every second counts after a crash. Now, let's talk about other technologies that can help first responders with post-crash care. Traditionally, emergency medical services are informed of crashes via 911 calls. But what happens when the people involved in crashes are unable to make that call? In such situations, technologies like automatic crash notifications can be very helpful. These systems automatically alert emergency services in the event of a vehicular crash.
How do they do that?
Automatic crash notification systems utilize sensors in vehicles to detect items like a sudden change in speed and airbag deployments. Once triggered, the system can communicate information such as the location of the crash. The call center operator will then notify EMS, enabling them to swiftly respond. In the near future, automatic crash notifications could be integrated with V2X connectivity to enable vehicles involved in a crash to instantly communicate with other nearby vehicles and roadside infrastructure. This information could be used by drivers to avoid the crash location, reducing traffic and improving response times.
That will be so helpful.
Agreed! While preventing crashes is the ideal scenario, there is still the opportunity to learn a lot about crashes after they have occurred. Crash investigations often entail reconstructing the incident to understand why and how it happened. UAS can be used for investigations using their cameras to capture aerial images and videos of the vehicles and crash sites without interfering with any response activities.
The information obtained in these investigations is crucial in preventing future occurrences.
UAS also reduce the amount of time needed to collect and document crash site information.
That's right. Research conducted by the North Carolina Department of Transportation showed that crash sites could be documented in under 30 minutes using UAS, as compared to about 2 hours using traditional methods. This could enable a roadway to be cleared and fully reopen more quickly, reducing disruptions to other travelers without losing valuable insights for crash investigations.
Wow! We've all heard the saying time is money, but today we've seen how time can also be life-saving.
Very true, Tia. Thanks everyone for joining us today. If you're interested in learning more about ITS and safety, I urge you to watch the other videos in this series, which focus on other elements of the safe system approach.